Welcome to Winston-Salem and another stop along Tobacco Road, which is home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and the fans have been ready to get things started since early in the day. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on another team from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. So the Wake Demon Deacons will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab on the shuffle. They'll go with a quick touch pass. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking down the middle. He's got it. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Demon Deacons in the hurry-up.
A nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
They're trying to get to it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Looking to pass. It's Pitts. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's caught. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
He's off to the races. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And the Chanticleers will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. Offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much on 1st down and 2nd and 9. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 45 on its way. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last one.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
The inside handoff. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to run it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
325.
Back to pass, it's Dell. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And he's dragged down.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. You see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
Now the pitch. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. How about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll try it on the ground. Plows through the defense. Tackle is made after the first down.
Hey, 4th and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the first down.
Leaves it with the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this team tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. And he's knocked down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Looking downfield, it's Pitts. Snags it over the middle. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup.
I like getting these slant throws early and getting some completions because you're setting up the slant and go. Later in the game, the quarterback can pump the slant route and then hit him up the sideline for a big gain.
Trying to get to it. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. On the ready.
Throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up 4th down.
And the Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
They'll leave it with him. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Going with the counter play here. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
On the run, still looking. Keeps it and gets past the chains. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
These QBs that can scramble and buy time, you just got to have a lot of energy. I mean, you got to keep chasing, keep chasing. Sometimes you run upfield, you got to retrace your steps. QB won that battle, and now you got another chance, first and goal. Get your mind right. Let's hold them to a field goal.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's second and goal.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Coastal! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down.
4-2 Spider.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
On the ball, on the ball.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
To the air, it's Pitts. Buying some time. Going to try to get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Tight end, soft spot. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt. He was going down. Great job form tackle.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The offense is going to stay on the field now. This is the field goal range, but they already have 1 miss today. He breaks a tackle. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. First down here for the offense. Dropping back, it's Dell. He finds his man. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The shot that clears, moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the quarterback is snowed under.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
He makes a catch. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, shot to clear.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And that stiff arm he's got might as well be a sledgehammer. He's got it out to the 16. Now on 2nd down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
And the Demon Deacons will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. On first down, here comes this offense. They go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw. It's down. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll pull it down. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
The give to the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
To the ground with the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Wants to throw on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He'll pitch it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll give it to the back. Just plowing down the field. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And the shot to clears will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Dell. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Here comes the field goal unit. He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Like the Mets, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's going to get you, big fella.
The option look. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He'll try to do it himself. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's 3rd down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on 4th.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on him. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast that has the ability to go get that guy when he takes off in situations like this.
And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Dell. Fires into the end zone. And it's picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Demon Deacons want to move quickly. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Power football with the run. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. Looking deep down the right side. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Got some room to run. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Here's the handoff. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He now has 91 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Using that running game to bludgeon forward, he's got 4 down to the 35.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 6th play of the drive coming up. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. 2nd down coming up. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Coming after him. It's complete. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense set for a first down play. Now on the option. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. The give from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. At the 20, he's got space. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Demon Deacons will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's Pitts. They're bringing heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Kamara. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
It's on target and complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. First down for this offense. On the move. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. A handoff, keep working on that clock. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
The give to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation.